Hey guys, and here we go with video number 4 in Find Your Way Around Arboleas, I suppose, like a local. Hope you've enjoyed the previous 3, and I'm going to go out today and look at a couple of very small hamlets actually, but still they're very popular ones within the Arboleas community. Here you can see me coming in. I'm not going to go into the town. I can come straight off the autovia, the motorway, and take the Cinta Rincón turning, and that's where we're going to go and have a look at today, plus one other of the smaller hamlets. So you've been this way with me before. You can see the popular Indian garden restaurant there, and I've just come over from the Arboleas industrial settle polygono, where you've got another very popular Indian, Harleys, etc. The bowling alley, and down there's the motorway that continues inland on via Albox, Cantoria, etc. and ends up in Batha on the A92. Look at this fantastic backdrop. So driving through El Prado, where we've been before, and as we kind of amble along, I hope you're finding these useful, as I said at the beginning. And any questions you've got about the different communities or properties that we have available in these, please feel free, give us a shout, calidahomes@hotmail.com, or send me a WhatsApp, 634 302 801. And the weather check, because that's always a constant thing of fascination for everybody I know. This is October the 23rd. It's 12:30 and it is precisely 28 degrees with beautiful blue skies. So we're going to go to a little hamlet called La Cinta first. And to do this, we drive through El Prado. There is another way in via the mountains, but it's a little bit long-winded, so this is by far the shortest and easiest route to get. So pop through El Prado, which is part of the overall Perla community. As you can see, road conditions very good, tarmac, paving, etc. Out the other side. Now, you may have seen recently one of the videos I posted. There's a kind of fantastic classic car club rally every single year, and that starts in La Cinta. Which is literally now just along the way here. Now, I'm not going to do too much filming in La Cinta. I'll point out a couple of things that are there. The reason why is there's virtually no villas being constructed in that community. If you get properties come on for sale, they're invariably kind of refurbished townhouses, I suppose, village houses, as opposed to the villa style property. So this is the start of La Cinta. Now there's a little walkway there over the Rambla, and there's a bar, La Cinta, which was, you know, very popular bar restaurant, but unfortunately the owner of that passed away, so it's been closed for a good few months now. But right next door to it is a kind of focal point in Arboleas, Dora's, a little village convenience store. You can just see pop there, village convenience store, bar, amazing coffee, and a real focal point for the community. Fantastic tapas as well. So there's a villa that's actually in La Cinta, and another one there, but that's really it in terms of the kind of villa style properties. Now, I could have turned left there and gone through the fruit orchards and the lemon groves, etc., into the middle of El Rincon, but I prefer this way. It's just a little bit of an easier drive, wider access. I think the other road that goes through the lemon groves is far more suited to walking. You do get cars go along there, and they are allowed, but it's very narrow in points, so this is the easier way to come. And there in front of us is El Rincon, which translates as the corner, famous for the Castillo bar, which is sitting up there on the top. That's now, as many of you know, sadly changed hands or closed. I say sadly, I think it's quite a nice thing. It opens on the 1st of November. It's called now Chill and Grill, and I'll be going to the opening night on the 1st of November, so I can report back to what's on sale and what's available. always love this big villa here that sits kind of proud on top of its own kind of little mound. Sorry, my finger in the shot there. This is very much improvised, as you can see, and sorry I can't hold the stabilizer and everything when I'm driving the car, so a bit bumpy. Apologies again for that. I'm sure some of you will point it out readily for me. So here we are now coming into the start of El Rincon proper, made up of around 5-6 different streets. Some absolutely beautiful villas come on the market here, have sold recently, and hopefully we'll get a few more in the not too distant future. Sierra Vista, which was a hugely popular choice, was based in this hamlet, Villa Cuca, and there's some absolutely beautiful villas. Now a little web of tiny streets, and you can see all very well maintained and very well presented. Now it's very difficult, as I've pointed out in previous kind of films. These are all little cul-de-sacs going along here, keyhole cul-de-sacs, and there might be 2 or 3 villas among them, but it's not worth driving down and filming these. One, they're not for sale, and 2, all you can see really is the parking areas and stuff from the outside. Now this is a particularly difficult little dog leg. I'll peek the hooter just in case someone's coming. Now this wonderful establishment on the left is on booking.com. You can see it. Esquina, Esquina. It's a kind of bed and breakfast come, you know, place where people stop when they're over on viewing trips. It's got a fantastic swimming pool, obviously more relevant for the summer months, but you can find that merrily on booking.com. Now all the villas on my left, of which there's none for sale at the moment, are Rambler fronted, so their views are absolutely incredible, looking back over Arboleas town in the distance. So if you live in this community, you've got Dora's within easy walking distance at one end of the lemon groves, and then the Grill and Chill, as it's now going to be, at this end. So you've got 2 very good kind of bar, restaurant, eateries within walking distance. And it took us, I think, from Arboleas Centre no more than 4 minutes to drive here. And now I'm going to pause filming and drive back to the town and show you another little hamlet. Right, so I've just driven back to the starting point of this video, and yeah, it took me precisely 3 minutes. I'm now running into Arboleas Centre. Fiesta. Went there on Sunday, had an absolutely fantastic afternoon of music there. Cortico Andaluz, which I mentioned the other day in another film. Oh, no Primani coach excursions today by the looks of it. So at this junction, I could turn right and go into Arboleas Centre via the old bridge, but I'm going to go straight down, which picks up the start of the new bridge. And then before heading over that, kick to the left. Now this is a handy little road actually. It kind of bypasses all speed bumps and roundabouts and drops you straight onto the motorway just at the La Cueva exit. So it's a very handy little shortcut if you're going down to the coast or something. I find it quicker to come this way to pick up the coast motorway, or if I'm popping over to La Cueva. And here you see La Cueva on my left hand side, the cave. Around 32 villas I'd say in total, most of them built by Lakes Vega, but there were some other constructors as well. Now you've got these kind of older Spanish houses here on the frontage, and then up through this little narrow gap at either end of the old buildings here, and it brings you into the heart of La Cueva. Now, very easy walking distance over to Arboleas Centre, as you can imagine, and you've got to be careful because if I come up here, for example, that's a no-through road. Now, getting over to Arboleas, there's all purpose-built walking routes and everything, so I'd say around 10 minutes easy walk over to the town, to the market on a Saturday morning. And this is also well known because you've got the famous La Cueva, or the rock and roll guest house. Steve and Joe perched right in the middle of this, and many of you who've been over on viewing trips and stuff like that will have had the pleasure of staying at that fine establishment, and what a great fun place it is. Now, we have got a villa hopefully coming on up here very, very shortly, but the villas on this side just in front of me, this is their back gardens, obviously. They're all kind of overlooking Arboleas Centre. Stunning views, you know, it's all lit up of a night time and everything, and it's just a fantastic position to have. And moved many happy clients into these over the last few years who love the position. And wow, you can see Arboleas town over there. What a lovely perspective. Let's head on back over to town and finish this video up. Got to go back to the UK on a flying visit. Well, not got to, I want to go and see our son and his partner up in Newcastle, and I'm just dreading it because I'm looking at the weather there compared to here, and I'm not looking forward to that part of it, but catching up with them will be great. Very short hop in the car and a simple walk from La Cueva over to the town, and as you can see, there's nicely kept and presented purpose-built walking routes that run all across the new bridge. This is part of my walking route circuit in the morning, and I pass dog walkers and friends and things like that all out for an early morning walk, and again in the evenings, very popular. Back to town, back to the office. Thanks for watching, guys, and as I say, if you're coming over on viewings or if you're arriving shortly, please do get in touch. Ask us, you know, what we've got in the cameras and what we've got work in progress, as well as on the website, and we very much look forward to seeing you. Bye for now.